Sam, send Callow the nav point provided by our Krogan contact. Drac, we're landing on Eladin to rendezvous with Jorgal Strux.
On my way.
Where is this meeting place exactly?
Called the Paradise. Middle of nowhere as far as I can tell.
Paradise is different for a Krogan.
Remnant starship? No.
Only 41% exposed. I will gather what information I can, Pathfinder.
Who lives here besides the Krogan?
Scavengers with nothing to lose. Criminals chucked out of Kadara.
Gonna be interesting.
You're Ania.
That's right. You've heard of me.
Word gets round. You thrive on Eladin, which is supposed to be uninhabitable.
True. I have made something of a paradise here. No fighting, no violence. Outside the gates, you're on your own, but in here, you're safe. Anyone violates the peace, they have to answer to me.
Yeah, everyone's on their best behavior. Is it natural, or are they on something?
Nothing so complicated. These people need me. They need what I sell, so they behave, or they're out. Now what can I get you? How can I help? Just let me know.
I'm supposed to meet a Krogan here named Strux.
Look around. If my customers have names, I don't know them. It's better that way.
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Eladin.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
What else is here?
I'm a businesswoman, not a tour guide, but I'll tell you what I know if it suits me.
You get along with the Krogan?
Everyone comes to Eladin with the dream of leaving, except me and the Krogan. They built their colony into a sinkhole. Smart. Keeps it cool enough for them, I guess.
They have their own water?
Unfortunately for them, no. But Mulder and I get along well, so far.
What can you tell me about that derelict ship?
Ah, you came here to get killed, did ya? Scavengers are trying to pull it apart, is all I know. I don't go near their claims. They shoot on sight.
Who lives on this planet?
Desperate folks, mostly. Misfits, some. Those that can't get along in the regular world. Or people willing to make a profit off that desperation.
Like you?
Careful, sweetheart. You want to keep me on your good side. There's a place they call the Flophouse, eastish of here. Den of murder and misery. You should pay it a call.
What can I buy?
I don't know. What do you have to trade? Mostly I sell water, but you should go out to the tanks if you want that.
Is there anywhere else on the planet to, I don't know, find water?
Not really. And if I don't like the look of you or you get on my bad side, then no water for you.
Are you Jorgal Strux?
Maybe. You who I think you are?
I'm the Pathfinder from the Nexus. You asked me to meet you here?
Yeah, I did. Thanks for coming.
Losing the Krogan was a big deal to a lot of us in the initiative. Some of my best friends are Krogan.
That's right. I didn't want to leave the Nexus, but I needed to support my people and my clan.
So, there's problems at the colony.
It's heading to a bad place.
We can't be there anymore.
Morta's become a tyrant.
Did she kick you out?
Hasn't come to that yet, so we're laying low. I want to keep my eye on her. She's planning a strike against the Nexus, that much we know.
The audio logs you sent do sound like something bad is brewing.
Morta is going to rip this colony apart. And then we're all going to die.
Krogan dying? Really?
Everyone needs food and water, even Krogan. Morta's rationing. My group thinks the Krogan should make peace with the Nexus.
We all came here with our pasts and our baggage. With such deep conflicts, peace may be impossible.
Well, there won't be a colony to make peace with if Morta ruins it. You don't believe me? Go to the Krogan colony yourself and see what she's planning. Talk to Ravenar Brink. He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
Hey, I recognize your insignia. You're Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Didn't know your duties reached all the way to Eladin.
It doesn't. I'm here for... personal reasons. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I don't care about that. I'm here to find her. I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara. Together.
You'd give up your life for her?
Izzy's the only family I have. I'd do anything for her. The problem is, I underestimated this planet. I don't have a vehicle or a way to survive the heat. I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel down for you.
I hoped you'd say that. I think the salvager from Kadara has info on her. She wouldn't give me anything, but maybe you can get her talking.
Well, well, look at you. I'm good at reading people. Want me to guess who you are?
Shoot.
A Pathfinder.
Impressive.
How'd you know?
I cheated. I run salvage to Kadara. Word travels fast there. Should hear what the Collective is saying about you.
Well, now I'm curious.
I won't repeat it, for your sake.
Got info on someone named Isabel Halsey?
What am I, your personal database?
Come on. You're the only one here who doesn't want to kill me. Just help me out.
Fine, fine. I've never met her, but I heard a few scavengers talking. Mention a cave out in the dunes. Something about Isabel's time being limited. This is the nav point. Just watch out. That's a bad area.
All of Eladin is a bad area.
Good point.
Ever worked with a guy named Reyes?
Reyes? He's one of my buyers, actually. You know him?
He used to. Know where he is?
Haven't heard from him in a while, actually. No one has. For all I know, he's living it up on the Nexus.
Take it easy.
Always do.
So, Eladin. Charming so far. What do we got? Besides the sand.
The remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world. It also suggests the presence of a vault. Additionally, here is the large derelict remnant ship that we saw as we landed.
Hopefully abandoned?
Scans indicate it is not. The site is active with scavengers and remnant bots. Here, scavengers have taken over an abandoned camp between the two. In this direction, located in one of the planet's sinkholes, is New Tuchanka, the Krogan colony.
Sinkholes. Sounds fun.
Not really. Eladin is tidally locked to its sister moon and that gas giant above. This side of the moon never cools. Getting trapped in a sinkhole without shelter would mean certain death, as one's blood would boil in 75 seconds.
And on that cheery note, let's head for the climate-controlled paradise of the Nomad.
Well, well, you're from the Nexus. Should have known. I don't sell to your kind. Matter of principle.
If you're Isabel, your brother sent me.
Kent? For what?
He wants you to go back with him, to Kadara.
Well, you can tell him I'm not going anywhere. On the Nexus, I was a merchant's assistant. On Kadara, I ran errands. Now, I make weapons for the most powerful gang leaders on Eladin. I get perks, protection, and no one would dare touch me. Finally get the respect I deserve. And the best part is, I don't have to talk to ass-kissing Nexus dogs. Except now, I guess.
Kent's waiting. Don't pass up your only shot to get off this planet.
Whether I like it or not, this is home now. I have no reason to leave.
Kent flew here all the way from the Nexus. He'd give his life for you. You don't think that's reason enough?
You're a pain in the ass, you know that? Fine. Can't stand the heat here anyway. I'll send a comm to my brother. Now get out of here.
Help me get it open.
Pathfinder, the body has no vitals.
Damn it.
The stasis pod still functions. I can access its data history. According to the final log, this stasis pod was jettisoned from Ark Natanus.
Because of the Scourge?
The timeline doesn't match. This pod was ejected long after Natanus was reported missing.
These stasis pods were dumped for a reason.
Could have been dead already.
We should finish checking the pods for Mason, then report back to Avidus.
Move along. No outsiders. He's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor. Think I'm a traitor too?
Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help.
Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in.
But Drac, didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here.
Good.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladin all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
Were you two... you know...
We were friends. At least I thought so. One day, she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
Tell me more about Lieta.
In a place like this, she stood out. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I should get... You Ravenor Brank? Strux sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
You mean that? Because it doesn't sound like you mean that.
You're right. I don't. You weren't there when the Council species on the Nexus banded together to screw over the Krogan. Again. New galaxy, same crap.
I'd just like you to give me, personally, the benefit of the doubt.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? to see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you, only regret. Watch, the Krogan will thrive and the initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm gonna journal about this later. See you soon. Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Spit out what you know, and I'll take it from there.
Okay, okay. I said quiet, not rude.
What?
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
That's remnant tech. Can Krogan use that?
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me. Thanks, Brank.
You've survived the gang leaders and the worm so far. I'm impressed.
What happened to the other salvage runner, Lieta?
The Angara? Who's asking?
I am.
Lieta's dealt with enough. She doesn't need a Pathfinder poking around.
She has a friend here. He wants to make sure she's okay.
Yeah? Where was he when Lieta was in trouble?
Just tell me where she is.
I don't know. Her ship was gone, so I flew her to Kadara. I didn't ask questions. Talk to Colt Dalton if you want to know more. He's the docks manager on Kadara. She had to go through him to get anywhere.
Take it easy.
Always do.
Had a thought. You think Ania has info about her water source in her office?
The one by the docks. Security's insane. We'll never get in there.
Just trying to find an alternative to combing the wastes.
Hey, did you make sure comms aren't set to wide broadcast?
What? Ah, shit.
Huh. Comms just went dead.
I have heard of this. Some time ago, Ania inherited knowledge of a secret water source. Rationing it gives her power over anyone who wants to live here.
This impacts the long-term survival of everyone here. Krogan, exiles, it doesn't matter. We need to improve the situation if we can.
That's what I like to hear. Where do we start?
Those scavengers talked about security around Ania's office. I bet there's something there.
Your timing is impeccable, Pathfinder. Another minute and those scavengers might have been wearing our skins.
Nasty crash. Are you guys okay?
Minor injuries. As long as we can get a shuttle out, we'll be fine. I don't suppose you could call for help.
Of course. Sam, relay this location to the Tempest and get them to send a shuttle.
Done, Pathfinder. Help is on the way.
We'll just wait here till our ride comes. I don't expect we'll run into any more trouble. Thank you again.
Huh. I wonder what the Remnant Builders' plans were.
I'm disappointed, Pathfinder. I thought you were someone I could trust. I welcomed you into my home, and you repay my kindness by robbing me.
Hey, I didn't take anything. Left every single drop of water where I found it. Count them if you like.
Very glib. Do you know why I do this? My brother tried to help your people when they first came here. He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
That's awful. You have my sympathy.
I've no use for sympathy. You can keep it. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Eladin is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Eladin remains mine.
You have a deal. I'll say nothing about what I found here.
You've made the right choice. In return, I'll share the resources I gather with you. I'll leave whatever I can spare in my office. Think of it as a tithe.
Ryder, he's got Pock. She's broken, though.
Guess Kalinda didn't take very good care of her.
Hey, I don't want any trouble. I found the site abandoned. By scavenger law, it's all mine.
Yeah, right. You made that up.
Scavenger law? Scavengers get to make up the laws? No, then you could just make up new ones. Well, I'm a businessman, you see, so I'm willing to sell if you see anything you like.
You ever hear of an Asari named Kalinda Terev?
Kalinda to... Nope, can't say I have. You, looking for her, or working for her?
You know her.
We're not with her, so you can relax.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That name was never mentioned, and please, don't mention it again.
Did you see where the crew that used this site went?
You're treading dangerously close to mentioning that someone I asked you not to name. No idea where they went. They've been picking remnant sites clean all over. Never leave anything worthwhile behind. But, they screwed up and left some choice items here, though.
How much for that broken observer?
What, this thing? Yeah, it may look trashed, but I assure you it's easy to fix right up. In fact, I could do it myself and make a killing, so, no discounts.
Right. This guy's gonna put her back together.
Let's get down to business.
Okay, look, what do you think is fair for the observer?
Take this, and consider yourself lucky.
Yep, that'll do. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll get her to the Tempest and put her together. Thank you, Ryder. Maybe this Kalinda nightmare is over.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Regardless, I can upgrade my remnant scanner now. Come see me back at the ship.
The drive core's not here. Someone's been here, but they didn't come in the way we just did. Couldn't have.
Ship is pretty busted up. Someone found another way in.
That's what we get for coming in the right way.
So who has it?
Scavengers? Gotta be.
Oh, when I find the scavenger scum that has my drive core... Okay, I might be taking this too personally. Let's hunt them down.
Hello, Nexus. You're back.
I am.
Strux tells me you went to get the drive core from my remnant ship.
That's true.
And that you sold it to scavengers who took it off-world to make a profit. For you and them?
Strux is the one you should be interrogating.
Stay out of Krogan affairs, Nexus. I'll interrogate who I want.
Are all Krogan terrible listeners?
Wait for it. Clan Nakmor is a joke. The losers of Chichanka and now the losers of Helios. Overlord Morda has lost the drive core, and our colony is doomed.
You're all talk, Jorgal Strux. I made this colony.
If there's an overlord, they should be from the oldest Krogan blood, Clan Jorgal. Watch, I'll rescue the drive core and make us so powerful that the Nexus will bow down to us.
Except you can't, 'cause we have it.
Oh, Drac! I wanted to see how long before he hung himself.
What do you mean you have it?
I'll let the Pathfinder answer that.
I have it. But I took it from Strux's men, not the derelict.
I'm impressed, Strux. You're more cunning than most Clan Jorgal. Smarter, even.
Nakmor arrogance. My father lowered himself to join your clan because he admired your grandfather. He was laughed at, called not worth killing. But now I've bested you, Morta, and Clan Nakmor will pay with blood.
You put the colony at risk over a grudge you carried across dark space? You really aren't worth killing, Jorgal Strux. Get out. Take your goons with you. Now where is the drive core? Hand it over.
Just like that? Hand it over?
It's incredibly powerful. We'll use it to power the colony. This'll put us ahead by decades.
Ryder, that's unique remnant tech.
If you keep that drive core, it's over between the Krogan and the Nexus forever.
You have to give us something for it. It's only right.
We did get shot at. A lot.
What about joining our colony with your outpost? Give us the drive core and we'll be friends. New Tuchanka and Nexus. Keep it, and you've created a sovereign Krogan nation. We don't abide by Nexus laws or owe you anything. Even peace.
Ryder, I must point out that historically, unchecked Krogan advancement has been the cause of war and disaster for many, even the Krogan.
Well?
Okay, Morta, let's work together. You can have the remnant drive core.
And you can set up your outpost here, Nexus. We're all gonna be friends and prosper, right? You bet we are. Whenever you're ready, bring your outpost people here, and they'll be welcome.
This is a great day, Morta.
We'll contact Addison and give her the news. Good luck, Overlord Morta.
You really did it. Almost a civil war, and you brought them back.
But it's all about the resources. No poetry, right?
I considered the Krogan a permanent loss. Too many egos involved. Thankfully, my ledgers don't care how they get filled. If I can retroactively call the Krogan colony an outpost, that's a win. But that practicality is not universal. Tan will hate this.
You know, it's hard to calculate how few fucks I give about Tan's opinion.
I, of course, can't comment. This is the last one, Pathfinder. The last golden failure we thought we'd lost. You did it. And it will undoubtedly draw one of Dr. Kennedy's trackers. Search the Zaubre system. She and her child are still a priority. But for now, I need your voice to remind them what this meant. Get the flags waving.
This seems more important than that.
It's about setting a tone, not telling the whole story.
Thanks to the Krogan doing what Krogan do. Surviving despite and in spite of everything. We have another home. It's not tame, it's not safe, but it's bringing the dream back. New Tuchanka.
One for the records, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Ryder, I was just about to call you.
Everything all right?
I've got numbers, coordinates, flashing in my head. I think it's an SOS from Mason.
It could be coming from your salmon plant.
He's sending me his location.
We did find evidence that Natanis may be intact.
What evidence?
A bunch of stasis pods were jettisoned from the Ark. No survivors. But the logs show it happened long after Natanis hit the Scourge.
Someone's still flying the damn thing.
Or keeping it afloat, at least.
Here are the coordinates for my implant. Meet me there. We'll find answers.
Need something?
I was told you could help me find an Angara named Lieta.
No can do.
Why not?
I was generously compensated to keep my mouth shut. I'm a man of my word. I'm sure you understand.
Why would she pay you to cover her trail?
Not my job to ask questions. She wouldn't have told me anyway. We weren't exactly friends, but she treated me like a stranger the day she left. I shouldn't be telling you this. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Hey, I'm a good friend to have. You help me, and I'll help you.
Go on.
I can bend Sloane's ear. That's worth more than credits.
Sold. I can't tell you where she went. I can't stop you from taking a peek at my doc records either. Especially if you knew the passcode is 1837.
Got it. Thanks.
I don't know what you mean.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
You're not supposed to be here.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladon. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
I can't change your mind if that's how you really feel.
It is.
So I should tell Rorik you aren't coming back.
No, don't. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It's your choice, but think about it.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even? It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy, like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead. Thank you for your help, Pathfinder. I'll let you know if I discover anything.